is enough said.
Happy Monday, Heat Nation! Your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Guys, please show some support. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Now together, let's go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Hope everybody had a beautiful weekend, you guys. Sorry I couldn't get a video to you. Was traveling for wrestling, daddy mode, bunch of things going on. Just a little recap, you guys. Unfortunately, the Miami Heat did lose to the Milwaukee Bucks back on Saturday. After winning 6 amazing straight games, the Heat lose 2 straight. You lose to the Memphis Grizzlies in a heartbreaking game. Then you lose to the Milwaukee Bucks in overtime. Now, I will say this. I always try to look at the positive rather than the negative. I understand that the Heat dropped 2 games. These were 2 important games. I wanted the Heat to win at least one of them, so that way you could have stayed in contention. But one thing I will say, the game against the Grizzlies, the Heat fought. They fought against Memphis. You just lost on a game-winning shot from John Morant. You know, that's not something, I mean, I'm not going to say you can't control, but, you know, especially the nature of the shot, it was a lucky putback. So it is what it is. Then you lose against Milwaukee, you know, should have won that game. But at the end of the day, you're staying close against these teams. It's telling me, guys, that this Miami Heat team, they're getting there. They're getting there. They're looking better. They're looking more confident. These 2 games that they lost, they didn't get blown out at any of the games. It wasn't an embarrassing loss. They stood there with these teams. And both of these teams, record-wise, are better than them. So this is something to be positive about. But unfortunately, these 2 losses, you guys, have put the Miami Heat in the 10th seed. Chicago's won 3 straight. Now they grabbed the 9th seed. Atlanta with the 8th seed. Orlando with the 7th seed. But here's the thing. There's 4 games left in the season. Right now, the Miami Heat are 1 game down from Chicago for the 9th seed. 2 games down from Atlanta for the 8th seed. And 3 games down from Orlando from the 7th seed. I mean, you couldn't write these type of stories. Like, the NBA is crazy how this is happening. The reason why I'm saying that, you guys, is because with 4 games left in the season, the Heat still have a chance to get some momentum. Why do I say that? Because these last 4 games of the season, you guys, you have a game tonight against Philadelphia, a team that's tanking. Wednesday's the test. Wednesday, you have the Chicago Bulls. That's going to be a battle for the 9th seed. You want the 9th seed because you want to go into the play-in game at least with 1 home game against Chicago for that final spot. But then you have another game against the New Orleans Pelicans this Friday. I mean, the Pelicans are a tanking team. And then your final game of the season is this Sunday against the Washington Wizards. 3 of 4 of these teams are tanking. The Heat have the opportunity to catch lightning in a bottle. You win 3 out of these next 4 games at least, you can put yourself as a 9th seed, maybe even the 8th seed. Why do you want the 7th and the 8th seed? Because it gives you 2 cracks at getting in the playoffs. 2 games to get at least the 8th seed. Now, it's depending on how you look at it. A lot of Heat fans can roll their eyes and think of this season as a wash and say, I hope the Heat lose out. Get their first-round draft pick this year, along with Golden State's first-round draft pick, so you can have 2 first-round draft picks this year. But what those fans don't realize, or maybe don't think about, is if you don't make the playoffs this year, you will lose the protections on your 2026 first-round draft pick and 2028 first-round draft pick, which means it kind of hampers you for potential trades. Or you could think like the other Heat fans, the real Heat fans, that say never tank, never die, keep fighting, keep swinging, because you never know what can happen. I want this team to make the playoffs. Because it's great when you make the playoffs. It's anyone's game. But then secondly, those protections for the 2026 and 2028 draft will be lifted. And you keep those picks. And why am I in favor of that? Because now you can go into this offseason with some ammunition. You can go into this offseason, look to upgrade this roster. We're going to be under the luxury tax this year going into the offseason. First time that's happened, I believe, since 2016 when we went after Kevin Durant. Almost 10 years. But then you're going to have flexibility to make trades and include draft picks to go after that superstar player. So if you want to be in contention with an Anthony Edwards if he becomes available, or Kevin Durant, or Ja Morant, there's going to be a lot of players that are going to become available this offseason. The Miami Heat are going to have ammunition, especially if they make the playoffs and get those protections lifted. So I think that he can still do it. Yeah, we've lost 2 games. Yeah, it's bleak. Yeah, there's haters trolling and saying, ha ha, Heat fans were confident after 6 straight wins. What about now? We're still confident because we got these 4 games left. And right now, it's anyone's ball game. Playing's going to be fun. This team is fun. This youth movement is fun. And I'm excited to see it. So Heat Nation, let me know what you think in the comments. Would you prefer the Heat to lose out, not go far in the play-in? Or you think like me, fight, keep winning, don't quit? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please, you guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're pushing to 6,000 subscribers. I need everybody's support. All hands on deck. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. Till next time, your boy Ernest out, and that is enough said. Let's go Heat.